Now, you for a policeman, your behavior was rather outrageous.
You could have taken a fair share like the rest of us, but no, you had to go and wrap up the whole scene, baby.
We had $350,000 right in our hands.
14 into $350,000.
Oh, shut up.
Wish I knew what they were going to do to us. But no matter what happens to us, what happens to you, I hope will be worse.
I don't think you have to worry too much about that. My wife is divorcing me. My mother-in-law is suing me for damages. My daughter is applying to the courts to have her name changed. My pension has been revoked. And the only reason that you 10 idiots will very likely get off lightly is because the judge will have me up there to throw the book at.
Oh, that's tough.
I'd like to think that sometime, maybe 10 or 20 years from now, there'd be something I could laugh at. Anything.
Now see here, you idiots, it's all your fault. Because if you hadn't,
Well, the woman that slipped was Ethel Merman. And you're looking at Spencer Tracy, who plays the police officer, lieutenant, who's in charge of the case of finding the money and arresting everybody that's involved in the shenanigans. But he decided he would take the money. Corrupt police chief, beloved in the movie, It's a Mad, Mad World. So, where am I headed? Well, we got to go back in time to a point in history called Watergate, with Woodward and Bernstein, the big reporters that broke the case. And they had a secret source who gave them information. And the secret source was called Deep Throat. Now, at the time, Deep Throat was a big porno movie. You see how they have puns? They call them the name of a porno movie. Who was giving them all this information about President Nixon, who, by the way, incidentally, was none other than, well, tonight we have a really, really big shoe. We have a really big shoe. Ed Sullivan. That's right, Ed Sullivan played Richard Nixon. And the devastating words of Deep Throat. Mark Felt, Associate Director of FBI, 30 years after Watergate. Oh, he comes forward and tells everybody about everything that happened. But it was just Spencer Tracy. Here's Mark Felt, Associate Director, FBI, who in 1976 is Deep Throat.
Former Associate Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, W. Mark Felt. Mr. Felt will be questioned by CBS News law correspondent Fred Graham, by Justice Department correspondent for the Los Angeles Times, Ronald J. Ostro, and by CBS News correspondent Mariah McLaughlin. Face the Nation is produced by CBS News, which is solely responsible for the selection of today's guest and panel.
Mr. Felton, now that you are here in our clutches against all the good advice you had, and now you have a little time, what about the break-ins in 1972 against the Weathermen without warrant?
I think you have to put things into their proper perspective. In other words, you have to find out what the FBI was trying to do. And as I say, I'm not denying approving these, but I'd like to call your attention to this little publication, which is organized and prepared in Cuba. It's smuggled into the United States from New Orleans and reproduced, copies are reproduced in Seattle and Hope.
All right, so that's Mark Felt. Let's go to the pic tri-iv. Mark Felt's going to be on your left, and Spencer Tracy's going to be on your right. Okay, so you've got Mark Felt on your left and Spencer Tracy on your right, 69%. I picked it up right away. I watched a documentary on Watergate, and finally they reveal the identity of Deep Throat. And I looked, and just with my eye, no investigation, I said, it's Spencer Tracy. That's all. Spencer Tracy doing another acting role. So, was there something to laugh about? By the way, if you take the word mad and put it in reverse, it's a damn word. The joke's on you. It's all a bunch of bunk. Watergate, Deep Throat, Richard Nixon. It's all a drama. Why? So you'll never know the truth about anything. They show you plays, and you're drawn in to the Masonic plays. Thus, we really don't know what goes on, but we think we know. It's a mad, mad world filled with laughter. The end.